Okay, so a couple of things, right?
Oh, I'm
In
ready for
relation,
this. I, wait, let me brace myself. All right. I'm
I
ready.
I'm a little bit irritated and annoyed. Okay, so first of all, I'm really trying to be as calm as possible as I go through this, and I think one of the reasons that this particular topic hits home to some degree is it affects me now because of games that it happens to. So sometime this week, whenever it happened, there was this NDA thing that happened with Destiny, right? So I'm watching and hearing different conversations. Specifically, I have to really uh, dissect the public and private information that was shared with me in relation to this. So I have to be very, very careful. But at the same time, information about Destiny was leaked. Okay, so that's public information, and it was leaked by a Polish website. I believe it's at PPE Polska or something like that, if my memory serves me correctly. And I'm assuming that, and this is assumptions, logical deductions and conclusions. I don't think this is so much perception as much as it is factual based on the information that we do have. I'm going to assume and conclude that this particular group or persons from this website had the opportunity to do a preview that Bungie recently have, right? They recently
Hmm.
had. I'm gonna assume that and go from there. What's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. All right, so I'm gonna assume that. The next thing I'm gonna assume is whenever a company is getting ready to drop information that is sensitive information according to how they want to disseminate that data to the public. When they want to disseminate that data to the public, they have a particular guideline and time frame when they want that stuff to happen, right? I'm going to
Yep.
assume that also. I don't think that's, random. I don't think that's crazy for me to assume those things, right? So now when you attend these events, whenever these events happen for you, that the company decides to fly you out, because sometimes they do that. And when they do that, they do the breakfast, lunch, or whatever. They give you hours of playtime for whatever the thing is, whether it's a DLC content, new game coming out, whatever the case might be. I'm just going to assume and conclude that when you have those things, you get the opportunity to capture the content. I'm just going to assume. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just assuming, right? So once you capture the content, you get particular content from the company, then you have the little meeting, the NDA conversation of what you can and cannot release to the public at what time, right? So after going through all that, right? Let's say getting
Hmm.
flown out to the spot, whatever the company is, getting the opportunity to be at those the studios and hanging out with the public, not well, I would say publishers, developers of the said project, whatever it is. How could you then turn around and then just leak the information? I don't understand that, and it frustrates me to no end because I'm like, as I was telling you before we even started the call, right?
Hmm.
We have individuals, whether it's podcasters, video producers, content writers that are really busting their behind right now, right? To some degree, to get opportunities presented to them like that, right? And the people who get these opportunities, and I'm not saying they didn't earn them, and let's say let's just use the plastic fork analogy, right? So for me, I would consider myself plastic fork, and here's why: because the show came out of nothing, and any opportunity that was ever presented to me, whether it was a review opportunity, being at an event, covering an event, that was plastic fork to maybe silver spoon, maybe something like that, right? And even Gutter Magic says he believes that those things could be staged. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, so Plastic Fork come out of nothing, right? And try to build a brand to a respectable place where people can actually just send stuff and allow us to cover events. And I think those things are great. Even you've had, I guess, a certain level of respect for the show to the point where you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna come on and come hang out. You know what I'm saying? And that's fantastic. And then when we see other people blow opportunities because they want some clicks early, 15 minutes early, 20 minutes early, which is hundreds of thousands quickly, depending on how big the website is, it frustrates me. And I think it frustrated me. Why is it bothering me so much? Because I have to think about that, because it's a game that I really enjoy playing, right? It's one of my main games right now. So when I saw all this stuff coming out for Destiny, and in relation to that, which I didn't watch for the most part, all the leak stuff I did not watch. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. Maybe, I don't know, they offer us an opportunity to review the game. Maybe I'll pitch for the game, which I'm sure I will. Maybe they say yes, maybe they say no. I don't know. But at the same time, I think it frustrates me because this is not the first time it's happened. It's not going to be the last. I think it hits home for me specifically right now as I'm thinking about it, is because it's Destiny. And that's it. That's all I have for now. Maybe I'll revisit it in my mind later. But okay, go ahead, Danielle.
So I get your frustration because it is a game that you really enjoy and you really love, and I don't know if I've felt as, I guess, powerful about it as you have right now, but it does frustrate me in the sense because even as streamers, we all know that some people or some bigger streamers, they have games, or somehow smaller streams are lucky enough to get a code to a game for a review depending on how they pitch themselves. And bigger streamers are pretty good on adhering to embargoes. And there's some, studios that say, hey, you can start streaming your game, the day before it releases. Some of them actually get that okay. It's the ones that they break that embargo because they know that if they start streaming this game, they'll get thousands upon thousands of people who are just like waiting for the game to just simply release, even if it is just 12 hours prior. That is a huge thing for a streamer because they'll see this huge jump in numbers. Hopefully people will follow. And I wouldn't say it's not fair. And I don't want to really say like that, but it's truly, that's what it is. They're trying to get this upper hand. And that can be all cases with YouTube videos. That could be for any platform that they're streaming to. And it kind of sucks. It sucks to everybody else who follows the rules. They respect the rules because they want to continue this relationship with these studios, with whoever it is that they managed to get codes from or to work with. And there's just some people who just have just no care.
Right.
Just
Right.
none. And that's frustrating to me because you should care, because there's tons of other people who want that opportunity, that would love and cherish the opportunity. And here you are ruining it for everybody else. And then you're kind of just telling this other person, well, kind of don't matter.
Right.
And that's where my frustration is. I don't think I've ever felt personal about it. It's just that I know there's people that work hard. I know that you work hard. I know that I work hard for those opportunities. And it's a privilege that I think people work really hard for. So when somebody gets that privilege and just ruins it, I feel like if it's not staged, like Automagic was saying, and it is something like this person's trying to get the upper hand for themselves, I think it leaves a bad taste in some publishers' minds because they're just thinking, I'm like, I gave a code to a streamer once and they ruined it. I don't know if I want to do streamers anymore. Maybe I'll stick to journalists. I'll stick to critics, and only they'll get it.